Montana, home of rolling hills and exquisite mountains. Also home of Dan Bailey. Montana is home to the world's supply of Dan Bailey. Here is Dan Bailey. Montana has all of the world's Dan Baileys. Here, this is Hercules. Just kidding, it's Dan Bailey. Of course it's Dan Bailey. We're talking about Montana here. This also is Dan Bailey. And this is Pete. He's an implant from out of state, but he lives next door to Dan Bailey. Montana, home of the Dan Baileys of the world. Hello again, YouTube family. Thanks for joining me on this video. And this video is covering the viral video that happened this week when a man named Dan Bailey in Montana confronted Tucker Carlson because he wanted to explain to Tucker Carlson that he thought Tucker was a particularly bad person. And as you may have read or seen, the man who confronted Tucker Carlson's name is Dan Bailey. And coincidentally enough, he confronted Tucker Carlson at the Dan Bailey bait-shop, which has no relation to the man Dan Bailey that confronted Tucker Carlson. And so we will take a look at the video and break down this interesting and peculiar situation of Dan Bailey confronting Tucker at the Dan Bailey, I think it's technically called the Dan Bailey Outdoor Company, but people seem to refer to it as the Dan Bailey Bait Shop. So let's jump into that.
Don't even get my I don't care, man. Dude, you are the worst human being known to me. I want you to this state, to the United States, to everything else in this world. I don't care that your daughter's here. What you have done to people's families, what you have done to everybody else in this world. Son, don't call me son, one.
And that was the video where Dan Bailey berated Tucker Carlson, and he basically once saw Tucker Carlson. Tucker Carlson was apparently on vacation in Montana. Tucker Carlson apparently is a fly fisherman and was in this bait store looking for fly fishing stuff. I'm not a fly fisherman, so I'm not that familiar with fly fishing or equipment, but you have the statements that were on Dan Bailey's Instagram page. What he told Tucker Carlson is, "You are the worst human being known to man. I want you to know that. What you have done to this state, to the United States, to everything else in this world, and I don't care that your daughter is here, what you have done to everybody else in this world." Tucker Carlson was saying, "Settle down, son." And Dan Bailey said, "Son, don't call me son." And then the statement put on Instagram by Dan Bailey was this. Which is, it's not every day you get to tell someone they are the worst person in the world and really mean it. What an a-hole. This man has killed more people with vaccine information. He has supported extreme racism. He is a fascist and does more to rip this country apart than anyone that calls themselves an American. F Tucker Carlson, hashtag F Tucker Carlson, hashtag stay out of Montana, hashtag democracy will prevail, hashtag Trump lost. Then he put at Pod Save America, at Hacks on Tap, at Matt Owl Show, at Molly John Fast, and all the other people he identified in his Instagram post. Now, looking on the internet, it looks like this Dan Bailey that had verbally attacked Tucker Carlson at the bait shop is a conservationalist, works in Montana, and he's an avid fisherman, an avid hunter, and what he's saying is not untrue. Tucker Carlson has went out of his way to turn his show into a show of disinformation. He has been gaslighting his audience. He has been... one video I did before, where Tucker Carlson came on and asked a bunch of questions to his audience about the vaccine, about the veracity of the COVID vaccine, the whole point of which was to get his audience questioning the vaccine, because Tucker Carlson has a very large show. He has a lot of staffers that work for him. He could have brought on an epidemiologist and posed those questions to a professional and got answers on air to his audience. But that wasn't the point of what Tucker Carlson was doing. Tucker Carlson's point was to sow doubt in the minds of his viewers about the veracity of the coronavirus vaccine, something that right now is literally killing the people who have listened to Tucker Carlson, to Sean Hannity, to all these various people on Fox, Newsmax, OAN, all the various right-wing people online. And this confrontation happened at the Dan Bailey outdoor company. People apparently refer to it as the Dan Bailey Bait Shop in Montana. It's in Livingston, Montana, and it was established in 1932, I believe. Yeah, 1938. Dan Bailey, the Dan Bailey Bait Shop in Montana, Livingston, Montana, established in 1938, and it's just such a odd coincidence that you have Dan Bailey in Dan Bailey's Bait Shop, berating Tucker Carlson on video. It ends up going viral online, and the Dan Bailey at Dan Bailey's Bait Shop that's berating Tucker Carlson has nothing to do with Dan Bailey's Bait Shop. The company, which is Dan Bailey's outdoor company, put out a statement to say that the Dan Bailey in the video has no affiliation with the store other than he has the same name as the store's founder, who died in 1982. The store was founded, as I said, in 1938. So the Dan Bailey who founded the Dan Bailey Bait Shop, Dan Bailey's outdoor company, he's no longer with us. Presumably he lived a nice long life, died of old age. He started this store, which is still running, which is a testament to his ability to start a business and to foment a thriving business in Montana. And I'm assuming fly fishing is a popular activity in Montana. I've never visited the state. I don't know much about Montana. And I don't know much about fly fishing because I'm not a fisherman. I've never been into fishing. But it's just, to me, a coincidence of coincidences that you have Dan Bailey, no affiliation, in Dan Bailey's Bait Shop on a viral video berating Tucker Carlson, and then the company has to come out and make a statement to say he's not affiliated with the business. We have no problem with people who come in here and shop. That's why we run a business. We want people to come in here and buy bait, buy fishing rods, buy a line, buy whatever it is people are going in there to buy at the Dan Bailey's bait shop. And Tucker Carlson was telling Dan Bailey, my children are with me, and he was like, I don't care. I don't care that your kids are with you. You've made it a point to make yourself a public figure, and as such, you've gone on television and gaslighted millions of people daily, week after week, with your show and putting out misinformation. I mean, and Dan Bailey of Montana is not wrong. He is absolutely correct. Tucker Carlson's whole grift right now is gaslighting. For a long time, he was very much trying to defend the racist right wing, the people who are white nationalists and that sort of thing. And now that the big issue of the day is coronavirus, because we're now experiencing the uptick in cases among the unvaccinated with the Delta variant. You have Joe Biden as president, who is very steadfastly pushing the vaccine. He had talked about trying to set up a program to go door to door offering the vaccine to folks to make it easy so they can just say, yeah, I'll take the vaccine. And that way, if they're a right-winger and they don't want their neighbors, friends, family to know they got the vaccine, they can just have somebody show up at their house, stick their arm, and then they're vaccinated. 3 weeks later, they'll come back, give them another stick, and then they're fully vaccinated. And all of a sudden, we don't have such bad cases. I mean, we have a situation now where we've got hospitals starting to fill up again. We've got ICUs that are starting to fill up again. There are some states saying they're nearly out of ICU beds. The Delta variant, as I've said before, seems to be attacking children particularly worse than the original coronavirus strain. More kids are getting sick from the Delta variant, and children under 12 cannot get vaccinated right now. They haven't done enough testing and studies to find out if it's safe for children under 12. So to keep those kids safe, what we need is for their parents, their relatives who are of age, their siblings who are of age, to get vaccinated. That's what will protect the younger children. I mean, we have kids as young as 6 to 8 months old, babies, on life support in ICUs, and it's the fault of the people who call themselves pro-life that those children are suffering on life support right now. The other unfortunate thing is, for kids who do get particularly sick from this, we don't know yet, because this is a new virus, and we are learning as we go with this virus. We don't know yet how many of those children will end up having long-term problems, organ problems, breathing problems, whatever it is. It's possible that children, like I said, the youngest is between 6 and 8 months old, a baby, on life support in an ICU, because people are so politically polarized and steadfast in their ignorance that they're saying they will not get the vaccine on stupid principle. I mean, they'll call it principle, but it's stupid principle when you're saying you won't get the vaccine. There are people in this country who are just anti-vax. Apparently, the state of Tennessee has decided, or the Republican leadership, political leadership in Tennessee, apparently has determined they want the state of Tennessee to be just straight out completely anti-vax. And they've started saying you can't push any type of vaccine on anybody. They either have to come looking for it or they don't get the vaccine, which is insane to tell care providers you cannot offer a vaccine to someone who is in some type of risk group, who is some type of age risk group, whether it's age or health or whatever, gender. you can't offer a vaccine that they may need, which is absurd. But that's where we're going with where the right wing is right now. I mean, you have the Republicans in the state of Tennessee just straight out becoming anti-vax to try and trump all of the other nonsense coming from right-wing states. And Tucker Carlson has been at the forefront of that. He is right now the most popular Republican TV show on cable news, which I think it's a joke to call what Fox News does news. But they do. And so I completely agree that Tucker Carlson needs to be talked down. Would I have approached him in a bait shop in Montana with his kids there with him? Probably not. I mean, we all have our own particular tactics. I know there are some people online who have applauded Dan Bailey, saying he got to do what they've always dreamed to do, is to be able to tell someone like Tucker Carlson or Sean Hannity to their face what they think of them. And I get it. And if I ran into Tucker Carlson at a bar and he was there hanging out with some of his buddies drinking, I would have no problem telling him what I thought about his garbage show and the fact that he's hurting people and he's hurting the country with what he does. But anyways, that's this episode of the show. By all means, if you liked the episode, give me a like. If you're not subscribed and you're watching, feel free to subscribe to my channel. Help me out. Help me try and build this channel a little bit more. And by all means, have a good day.